leader has just done a 22.
Hello and welcome to week 13 here on iRacing, but we've still got some official racing to do, it looks like, as we've got week 13 truck racing going on, and it's official. And hopefully the rest of the field knows that, because I was kind of surprised to see an official truck race going off here this week. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Just because I prefer doing official races. People just tend to generally take them more seriously, you would hope, as seriously as people tend to take this stuff to begin with. But we've also got some new stuff to look at, which, of course, week 13 means we're getting some new updates, new stuff, and that includes new Richmond and a new look for the trucks. We've got the new dashboard in here. The way I sit in the car, you can't see it too well, or sit in the truck, but you can see down there, got the new digital dash, which reflects what they have in the real trucks modern times. But of course I sit pretty close because that's kind of relative to how I sit at my desk and such. So you can't really see it too well, but we do have the digital dash now. And we've also got ourselves a 3.5K strength of field as the 2 truck here in this one. And fixed setup. So I've got my stuff. I moved the steering offset back to the center and really tight on entry here, interestingly, with this fixed setup. Kind of a weird setup because it's very tight on entry and then it gets crazy loose on exit. So that's interesting. I haven't raced a fixed truck race in a long time. So we'll see how we can do in this one, but this might be a unique challenge after getting used to fixed setups for so long. But you can see Richmond looking a lot different. A lot less
green.
stands around this place.
Okay, here comes your first time.
But the surface, from what I understand, is the same.
22.36.
Really wants to fight me on exit there.
One more lap.
And then it gets really loose on throttle in on exit.
22.27.
Doing my best to try to figure it out.
That was a 22.
But it feels like it's trying to kill me on the exits of the corners. Try to get ourselves a better run out of the corner there.
Here's the flag. It's over.
Out of 4 on the final lap there. And I think we took about a 10th off of our time. Hopefully that'll be a decent enough start. Hopefully not P2. God, don't do it. Dude, don't do that to me again, please. Someone please beat my time. But hopefully you guys will take this seriously and enjoy doing some official racing on week 13. Since we don't always get that in the NASCAR stuff. Just got home here on Wednesday evening, and this was the closest thing going off, and I just really wanted to race, so this is what we're racing. Seems like you can run pretty well all over the track in 1 and 2, and in fact that middle line might be pretty good there after I just tested that. Just tries to kill you if you get too hard on throttle on exit, so have to watch out for that. But I put my brake bias way far back, so hopefully I don't have to slam on my brakes to avoid an accident, like right here. Okay, that's good practice. I felt like I was able to hold on to that. And it's looking like P2 right now. Might be where we start. That's okay, we've got restart zones enabled, which you can see on the wall there, which, interestingly, restart zone is not Geico restart zone, because that's not the branding anymore. Just says restart zone. I feel like in real life, isn't it the Echo Park restart zone or something? Maybe it's not that at all tracks, but I feel like I remember seeing that. And here it's just brandless restart zone. Kind of interesting. There it is. Get a good look at the infield as well, down there in the grass. These are all these NASCAR tracks are being updated for the console game NASCAR 25, coming out, I believe, this September is what it is. So that's why we're getting all these updated NASCAR tracks, and I'm not really a oh, I'm back to 4th now, look at that. Alright, don't have to start P2. I'm not really a channel that, you know, goes through all the new updates and stuff. There's plenty of other guys that do that way better than I ever could, but I will do races on week 13, and those races typically show off some of the new stuff, so that's what we'll do. And this time we're showing off new Richmond. Do a couple more laps here, getting used to how this setup feels. Now again, the surface of the track, Richmond, they didn't get a new scan, so it should be a similar driving experience. Mostly just the visuals changing, like a whole lot more Toyota on the backstretch, and a lot less grandstands, as I'm sure you've seen a couple of times I went around here. I also changed up my graphic settings a little bit because I thought I'd just refresh it a little bit for myself. Put the crowd back on. I generally turn the crowd off because they're kind of ugly looking, to be honest. They don't put too much effort into it, but my computer can handle it, so why not? I'll turn them on, make the place look like people are showing up. And we actually fall back to 5th. So very competitive race here with the 3.5K. I am pretty concerned because not only is it a fixed race on week 13 in the trucks, but it is at Richmond, which does have a bit of a bad reputation because people love to do dive bombs, and sometimes you don't get very many green laps. I'm really hoping we get some decent laps in, but this could very well turn into a wreck fest. But it is what it is. We've got unlimited tire sets, which is interesting. Do we even have yellow flags? I wonder, is that something I can see from here? In terms of the race settings or anything? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. P5 will start on the inside. I can see a lot of guys, because of how tight the truck is on entries, sliding up and wrecking guys. It almost feels like the setup is specifically created to create more wrecks, to be honest with you. The way that it's tight on entry, so you get this guys sliding into each other, and then loose on exit, so you get guys spinning out.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Bit interesting there. That's my conspiracy theory. I don't know why iRacing would want more wrecks, but it is weirdly set up. Is what I have to say about that. Weird setup. Or maybe that's just how it usually is, and I'm used to the open setups. But looking around us, we've got plenty of A license, so maybe it won't be so bad. 1B license I see up there, and starting P2. And lots of fast drivers. I just hope everybody knows that it's an official race, because again, you don't always get official racing on week 13. And I don't think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this was on the ranked list. Unless it got some sort of error when I was filtering.
You'll be lining up on
Comfortable.
the inside. Pit road is closed.
See a little bit of the new dash down there.
I couldn't find it.
The pace car speed is 50 miles per hour.
With the flashing lights there. But I just use this digital dash, which you can bring up with the D key on your keyboard if you ever were wondering about that. Allows me to sit in the truck how I am comfortable and what feels right.
One to go, next time by.
Not to worry about not being able to see the dash. But we are going to get started here. 50 laps at Richmond. I'm sure we'll find out quickly if there are yellows. I'm going to guess there are. And I will assume there are until I find out otherwise. Seems like we're going to be pretty low revs to launch here, because I don't think you want first gear. But
Get ready, going green.
we are pretty low RPM down here in second gear, so A little bit of a checkup.
Get ready, time to focus.
And we'll be going on green. As will everybody be going on green.
Go, go,
Green
go.
flag, green flag.
Alright, somehow this guy spins the tires. I guess he chose first gear.
Still there. Still there, hold your line. Keep low.
Very loose.
Still there, hold your line.
Guy cuts in front of me a little bit. We're fine, ready for it.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear high.
P7.
Make sure we're not running into anybody as we check up into the corner here.
Still there, hold your line.
Very loose on exit, especially when we're exiting
Still
low.
there, hold your line. Clear up top. Car outside. Clear outside.
We're outside. Just taking it easy right now.
22.46. 8th place. The lap time was at 22.88.
Side by side in front of us. There's that snap loose on exit. You can see everybody dealing with the same thing.
Inside.
Weirdly snappy on exit.
Still inside.
I've never quite felt the truck feel like that here at Richmond. It can be snappy on exit here at Richmond, but it feels like particularly weird here with this setup. Ooh, big slide again up there.
Still there at
Oh, they are side by side in front of us.
Clear.
I've noticed while practicing that the snap gets a little bit better as the tires come in.
The next car is Caldwell. Car number 7. Their rating is
Probably not if you do like what that 18's doing up there though and sliding out of every corner. Probably killing the right rear doing that. Ooh, he's getting the wall on entry.
22.70. That's your best lap in
Pick
this
up a little
session.
bit. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a wider 3 and 4, see if we can't get around this guy. No, not so much. Didn't get enough of a run. I think the high side works better in 1 and 2.
22.76.
Inside.
Take middle here.
Clear.
Not enough of a run to do something with. I'm going to be patient, wait for the right opportunities. Don't need to wreck myself early on either. Trying to make a pass.
8th place.
Not really getting enough of a run trying to
22.79.
make a pass, so we'll just run down here for a little bit and see where it takes us. Still getting that real hard pull to the left on the exit though. Got a little bit of space behind us, not much, but enough to where I don't have to worry about a dive bomb on entry, which is great. And if we do have cautions enabled, we haven't seen one yet, which is great. So far, so good. I was pretty concerned about this race, but right now we're looking okay.
Outside.
Wasn't there, but
Outside. Clear.
leaves the door open. But I have to keep it down low, so nothing doing.
My fault. My fault. Outside. Clear high. Car outside.
Keeping it low.
Clear.
Really tough to pass, it feels like. Oh, there goes the 18, almost spinning on the front stretch. Trying to see if I can't get it wound up here on this outside
Clear inside.
and make a pass, but it's not really happening for me.
Your lap time was 23.04.
Inside.
Your lap times are pretty
Clear
consistent.
inside. Car inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Car inside. Stay high. Clear.
Really tough to pass.
That last lap was at 23.05.
Almost need him to have a loose moment out of the corner or something, maybe to give us a chance.
Go ahead.
Seven's on his outside in front of us.
That was at 23.06.
Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Ooh, almost got him on the straightaway. You might have him here.
Inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Able to get the nose on him
Clear.
and follow the 7 through. Alright. I
Inside.
really wanted to take advantage of that opportunity while I had it, because feels like it's going to be really hard to pass.
7th position.
I'm sorry, brother.
Car
I'm good,
outside.
I'm good.
Stay low.
I'm still glad I can kill you.
Stay low. Clear.
Yeah, I saw you coming up, so I
Yeah,
kind
that bottom side is just going to be a tough ask. Tried it again there because I had a good run out of 2. Wasn't happening though. And it's a shame because it means I have to wait for him here.
Outside.
Your lap time was at
Still
What about the low side 1 and
23.08.
2?
Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear high.
Not happening. Guy in the wall ahead. Dragging it all the way down the straightaway. It's going to get the 7 to his outside. Oof. Close to danger up there.
Inside. Clear.
A little bit of wall.
That lap
I don't know
was
why
at
that 18 insists on
23.36.
dragging the wall all the way down the straightaway, but it's done it 2 laps in a row now.
That lap time was 23.18.
18 looks like he's really struggling, and that doesn't surprise me because he was sliding out of the corner for the first 20 laps or so, it felt like. Big loose moment for the 7. Gotta try something there.
Keep low. Keep low. Clear outside if you
Just
want.
not gonna happen.
Car
Oh my
outside.
god, we nearly
Clear.
got killed on entry by the 10. Or the 19 that was. The 10 coming up on us drives in real life. Alpha Prime Racing for Xfinity. Assuming that's the same Mason Massey.
Car inside.
19, the 19's super aggressive right now. I'm not thrilled about being stuck behind him.
You're halfway home.
on the
Fuel
wall
is
and
fine.
report.
Be careful.
Caution,
Got a full
yellow
course
flag.
caution.
There are yellows. How about that?
Closed right now. Past that,
Well, Jason, the
19.
one
It
time
was
I'm
actually a
sure
pretty
we're
good
gonna
race
crash
so
on the
far.
first lap and we have a long green flag run.
Make it about halfway before we get a yellow.
I like about it.
This is going to be a crucial pit stop here because
Pace car is
gaining
out.
and losing
Pits are
positions.
closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number
It's going to be hard to make any more swaps with everybody on the same setup and everything.
Pace car speed is 50
All right.
miles per hour.
Pit road is now open.
Of course, yellow. Pits are open.
Yeah, once I relearned the braking points. Did they change the surface or just the
The
graphics?
leader, Klein, is pitting. Pit lane speed limit
Surface,
is
this is
40
brand new,
miles
Richmond.
per hour. It's fine, you got loads.
We were racing on 2008 Richmond before. This is at least 2024.
Pit box in 10,
Okay, that explains it. I was like way off where
Alright.
I was doing everything.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
I thought it was just a facelift.
Right. Clean stop. 8691, so we're on the right front.
Right front, 86%. Front
Left side's not too worn. I wonder if anyone's going to try the right sides or not.
Like, it doesn't even feel like it's remotely similar in any way.
Move it, move it.
Yeah, I want to go play on Sonoma, but I guess they didn't update it.
Line up single file.
Nah, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen this build or the next one.
Not
there's
sure
a lot
how
of
we
stuff
did. We came in 7th.
mountain, like a patch.
Don't know where we're at right now,
yeah,
though.
Sonoma was supposed to be in the build.
If we lost a spot and are in 8th, that's probably for the
So
best.
it's,
I'd like to start on the outside.
Now that's the one I'm going to really have to relearn how to drive.
Alright, so where are we? 8th. Alright, yeah. I saw that 13 jumped some people. I don't know if he took 2 tires, maybe? I took some fuel to help the balance of this thing. I think we want more rotation if possible. And hopefully we can have a good run to the end. I know that these cautions can sometimes create more
Okay,
cautions.
Thanks for at least keeping it in the fence.
I've been pleasantly surprised, though. Sounds like that wreck was just caused by a guy having technical
I wonder
issues.
what happened, because it looked like he blew a tire. The car just went straight.
Follow
One
car
to go.
number
Next time
30.
by. Line up on the
column.
outside.
Okay, Colton, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
So I'm pretty happy we're on the outside. Let's see if we can get some guys that are on the inside lane here. I wonder if anybody that tried first gear,
Did Microsoft OneDrive
that
activate and crash on you?
first gear on the initial start, I wonder if they're going to try it again or if they're going to do a second gear, because I really think second gear is going to be much better.
Never mind, I need to make sure that's turned off again.
Hopefully this 13 catches up, because got a little bit of gap right now.
Race car is
Pace
just
car is
Looking
off.
at the
Be
event
ready.
manager.
green
Green,
flag.
green, green.
Braking on them.
Inside.
E9.
Still there. Hold your
Goodness.
line. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Still hold. Clear out.
Underdrives it bad. Just have to go around him.
Clear. Car inside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
The next car is car number 90, and their rating is 2.7, P8.
Team gets loose. I get loose, but so does the 19.
Car inside.
Collins, 22.29.
Still inside.
Lap time was 22.33.
Stay high, just car on the low side.
22.52.
Still there. Inside.
Thanks, Forrest.
Still there. Hold your line.
Alright, he wasn't clear, but he decided he was.
For Collins, 22.20.
Spotter literally did not say clear, but he decided he was clear. Nearly wrecked us both, but worked out, I guess.
I feel so bad for Lee. He's gotten hit every which way.
I was trying to be respectful, and I'm kind of wishing it wasn't. Could have cost me a bunch of spots.
Outside. Clear
No offense,
outside.
20.
Car outside. Stay low.
Hoping the fresher tires maybe will make the inside work a little bit better, but no, not really. Oh, someone just had a moment up there. Big moment into the wall.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low.
Tim gets to our outside.
P9, you've just done a
Stay low.
22.83.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear
That's
up
what you
top.
gotta do. You got to get it to the outside.
The gap in front is now
10 got us. He caught us snapping while thinking too much about the 19. Thinking too much about that guy in the wall, too.
That was a 22.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Seven.
The yellow flag is
Oof.
out. They want you in single
Really?
file.
Yikes.
Pit road is closed.
That was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, 19 has been driving in really hard. Not too surprised to see that, but he did apologize, so it's not like he's out here trying to wreck people.
Pace cars
I
out.
told you Corey
Line up
driving like a
single file
dickhead.
behind car number 19. We're under course.
Thankfully, we were able to get it slowed down in time and avoid it.
Pace car speed is
Now it's gonna be
51
an
miles
absolute
per
shit
hour.
show.
Pit road is now open.
What is everybody going to do?
It's yellow. Pits are open.
Track position's very important. If we take if we are pitting here, I'm probably taking 2 tires.
Did I piss you off or something, or what happened?
The leader, Collins, is pitting.
He's just in a hurry.
Dude,
Look out
four?
for the
Yeah,
pits
no,
being
you're just
lit.
a
You've got plenty
psychopath,
of fuel.
I think it was the 19.
No, I'll take 4.
Yeah, I was me. I just missed
Pit
that.
box
Man.
in. 10.
Too many people stayed out for me to want to do that, I think.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
99.99 on the left, 97.97 on the right.
17 Fahrenheit. Front left, 180 Fahrenheit.
Looks like some guys might have taken 2.
We're done. Get going. They want you in single file. Catch star 10. Car.
We'll see where that puts us now, but we've got a handful of laps to go still. I think I wanted to have those tires, and if we get another wreck, then we'll be staying out for sure.
Pits are open. Follow car number 10.
Cool racing with Mason Massey. I'm a fan of Alpha Prime Racing in Xfinity, just as a team in general, and he races part-time for them, so find myself rooting for him many Saturdays. Don't know much about him personally, though. We are in 13th, so we will be on the inside. Maybe that'll be good, though. Maybe through the first couple of corners you want to be on the inside. Maybe we'll find our way to the outside by then. We've got some guys that did not take tires up front, too. So this could get kind of ugly, to be honest. We'll just do our best to try and to stay clean. We've been able to keep out of trouble so far, even though it's tried to find us. I'm not sure how many guys out there up in front of
Did you
us
stay out, Joseph, or did you take 2 tires?
are on old tires, but I know there's a handful of them.
I stayed out. I just didn't want to be I probably will be.
About to go green. Stay focused.
8 to go
I
on this
thought
green
about it.
flag.
I
Let's
feel
see
like
what
that's
happens.
the danger zone.
Okay,
The
Colton,
pace car
the
is
pace
in.
car is just left.
Green, green,
let's
green.
go.
3 wide already.
Side
30.
Still there. You're on the
They're
bottom.
running
3
into
wide.
each other.
Outside, 2 wide. You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
Gotta be careful. 3 wide.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is out. We gained a couple spots. I think they're wrecking after the yellow flag comes out.
Car number.
Ooh! I think I am glad I ended up on the inside there. We'll be P10. We gained 3 spots.
Pit road's
Pace car
open.
speed is 50 miles per hour. Pits are open.
Fortunately, that might be
Where did
very,
you think you were going
very
there,
much
dude?
what
Come
we're
on,
going to be
I
seeing
raised
to the end of
enough
this
on
one.
back earlier. You're just gonna wreck me like that?
I'm sorry. I've watched you have trouble, Kyle. I'm sorry to see that happen to you, buddy.
I think some of
Yeah, I'm
those
sorry,
old
I
tires
didn't
fell
get
back
that.
very fast through 1 and 2, and we had some interesting
22, I apologize. That
3
was
wide
my fault.
moments there. I just stuck my truck down to that yellow line and prayed to whatever
Everyone
God.
make out together?
I am,
We'll be on the outside this time, though.
someone might go to jail tonight.
And this
Oh,
14 in front of us, he is a guy that did not take tires, so we shouldn't have too much trouble getting around him, especially on the
Make some
outside.
Nice, dude.
Assuming our row gets, our
I
lane,
just,
rather,
stand in a corner
gets a
or
good
something.
launch.
You can be out. You can be the other room. Dan.
It's going to be hard to avoid a wreck, though, if they start spinning in front of us from
As
the,
long as I
while
get
we're
my
stuck in the
50
outside
seconds.
lane.
Yellow. Pits are open.
Like, not only was that a stupid move, but the caution was already out.
Hell, it took 5 of y'all out. 1 hit.
Fortunately, I think Mason Massey was caught in that, because he's in 16th
I
now.
was getting ready to make a move on the 10, the caution came out, and I lifted, and he just threw it in there.
Shout out to my brother Mason. He's not Mason Massey, but he is Mason. That is his name. I know he watches sometimes, so hello, if you're here. Gonna be coming to 1 to green, and we're going to get restarted with 3 laps to go. Not quite into our green-white checkers. But I have the feeling we will see some before the end of this one. Assuming they have them. I feel like they'll probably have at least 1 green-white checkered. Maybe just 1 since it's fixed.
You don't want to ask before? Nah, I got nothing to say. I'm just,
Well,
I'm not worth
Green.
wasting my breath.
You're on the outside
Okay,
this
Colton,
time.
get ready. Race will resume. at the
Alright,
end
who
of
else
this
around
lap.
us has old tires? That 13 up there is on old tires. He is in our row, I
Go
think.
straight.
He's probably going to be taking 3 wide.
Yeah, I think you're good, buddy.
Then we've got the 11 up there on old
Do
tires.
you have like a button for check damage?
He's on the inside lane, so both lanes
No, I
got
know
old tires,
that,
and
but
you
I
know
don't
guys
have
are not
that.
going to be patient.
I
We'll
think
have
it's
to be
beautiful
very,
rain.
very
Pretty
mindful
good.
of what's happening in front of us. As we are about to get going again. At least the track looks good at Refreshed Richmond.
Green flag. You're in the top 10.
Alright, I guess we're going around on the outside. This guy is not going though.
3 wide. You're up top 3 wide.
We're on top 3 wide, apparently.
Still there. Inside 2 wide.
Oh, I almost
Clear
died.
inside.
Somehow not yellow yet. It's gonna be
Never
though.
been so happy to
2
miss a
more.
corner in my
Let's
life.
go.
P8.
Or not.
There's a green white ticket.
There's a green white checker. We got 3 of them? You kidding me?
Line up.
Ew.
File.
Alright,
Pit
well.
road is closed.
We move forward a little bit more.
I've never been more happy to miss a corner in my life. Sorry, 11.
Had a
It's all good, bro.
couple of checkups we needed to do.
Yeah, I'm surprised you made it through. I saw you go up. I saw them slide up.
We didn't get any like secret.
I smacked someone coming out of
Netcode
the
damage, did we?
back corner, bro. You were spitting and then I just
No damage,
went
alright.
to the rest of the way. My bad, dude.
Still moving forward.
Pace car is out.
Well,
Pits are
Still
closed.
got guys with old tires in front of us though.
And then I almost was going to run into Ben, and I was like, oh shit.
The pace car speed is 50
Pit road is
miles
now
per hour.
open.
Vehicles yellow. Pits
Wonder if
are
we'll have any of these guys try to take tires now. I wouldn't agree with that, but you never know. They might feel like they need to. Nah, looks like they've made their bed and they're gonna lay in it. We got some guys with fresh tires making their way forward though. That 18 in front of us, he's gonna be on our inside now, but he's got fresh tires just like us. Maybe we might be the furthest ones forward on fresh tires. I can't see further than the 11 and the 16 though. But those guys are on old tires. I don't know if anybody else is up there. Maybe that one, the one truck. But I'm pretty sure that top 3 also stayed out. So maybe the one is on fresh tires as well. But I've lost track of what everybody's doing.
Pits are open.
We'll be on the outside, for better or for worse. I think it all just depends on whether our lane wants to go.
The pit road is
We're
closed.
under caution. Pits are closed.
Ended up following that guy that took it 3 wide on the start because I knew that guy had tires and the guy that was in the middle did not have tires. So I knew he was going to be checking up more in the corner. As much as I don't like changing lanes before the start-finish line, because you're not supposed to do that in real life. There's no iRacing rule against it. But I generally try to keep in my lane. But there I'm like, well, he's got old tires. We're just going to make sure that we're on the outside. And I don't even know if it really worked out for us, because I think it was the 18. He checked up pretty bad into the corner anyway. But we are in 8th place.
One to go.
Been moving forward little by little on these restarts.
Race cars coming in this lap.
But I have had to dodge some messes as well. 18 keeps looking like he's going to rear end the 16, and it's like scaring me. Keeps doing these weird, like, practice launches or something. It's freaking me out, man. And we'll see what we can do here. Green, white, checkered, number 1.
About to go green. Stay focused.
9 truck will lead us.
Alright, Colton.
Pace car is
Race
off.
car
Be
just
ready.
left.
Green flag.
let's
Green
go.
flag. You're up top. 3 wide.
Top 3 wide, because of course we are.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Still there at the bottom. Still
There we
there.
go.
White
Gotta
flag,
wait on this
white
11.
flag. Still there at the bottom.
Damn, that's protest.
Clear inside. Car inside.
11's on old tires.
White
Clear
flag.
inside.
One more to go. Your last lap time was at
16's
22.
getting
Inside.
wrecked.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Go low. Still hold. Inside. 2 wide.
Man, so much
Still
chaos.
inside. Still there.
Oh,
Clear
somehow survive all
So you
that.
know, 24, I couldn't turn it off.
Where did we finish? We finished 6th.
flag. It's
I will
over.
take that.
Hey, look, top
I believe
10,
we were the
got
furthest forward of the guys that took tires.
No, you're lying.
Is that correct? It looks like it might be. So
top
we won the
10
race of the new tires,
Not the
but
win.
not the race in general, because we just did not have enough green flag laps.
To
pull that off.
What's your speed?
But we survived. I think we got to look at that final restart with how crazy that got. We had guys getting dumped and such.
Left front, 172 Fahrenheit. Front right, 197.
Easy.
Rear left, 171. Rear right.
Woo, that was scary. How did the tires look there? 99.99s,
Yeah,
because we had the fresh ones.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. They got absolutely sent to the moon in turn 1.
Alright, let's take a look at that restart. We were 3 wide before we even got to the start-finish there. It's a little loud. Bear with me here for a second. Let's go.
I'm not really surprised.
3 wide before we even get to the line. We were able to rip it around the top there. In order to take that run, just had to be patient behind the 11 because he was on the older tires, and just too many wide in front of us in order to make a move or anything. And that's the 4, dumping the 16 there. This is the Richmond special. Guys diving into the inside like that when guys are trying to take their normal corner. That is what you see in pretty much 100% of races at Richmond on iRacing, so he pretty much just dumps him there. Then thankfully we're able to cut down. I knew that this was going to be a very dangerous situation because the 5 needed to know that we were 3 wide. And the 11 needed to know as well. So I was just kind of watching the 5, trying to get as close as possible to him as we exited the corner without getting into him, leaving the 11 as much room as possible. That allows us to clear the 11 so we can then go back to the wall. I'm able to take the corner how I want, which is very freeing. Not stuck behind anybody. We'll get that run out of the corner. And then we're done already. Because it was, that's all we had left. But it was enough to get around a couple more guys and get that P6 finish. And just to confirm... Nah, the 4 who dumped that guy, he also pit on the same lap as us, so he was actually the winner of the lap 40. No, the one truck did also pit with us, so we were P3 of the guys who pit. But that's alright. It's probably because I'm not quite aggressive enough. Not really willing to make it 4 wide for fifth place or whatever, but it is what it is. Like I could have probably followed this truck into the corner, since this guy I knew was going to be on the older tires there. But then who knows, maybe I end up in that wreck. Like, you never know what's going to happen. I felt like we had the best chance. Just being patient and waiting for a good opportunity to try overtaking, and I'm okay with not winning the race. We'll get ourselves a solid 6th and a 0x, which I feel like not very many people pulled off. Yep, majority of the field at least, a 2x. In fact, that 4 that finished right ahead of us, 12x, so he had a rough one. Interesting. Everybody from the United States. That's another new thing. The new flag system. Now that the clubs aren't a thing, you choose your flag to represent you on iRacing. It looks like literally everybody in here, the United States, is what they chose. That's what I chose. I know some people choose the iRacing flag, but I figure I'm from the United States. That's what I'll choose. If they had the Missouri flag, I would probably pick that, just to be more specific, I guess. But went with the United States flag, which seems to be where most people are from. So we will look at the incidents now. I've yapped plenty enough. Oh, right. Right on the very start, we had a crazy loose moment in front of us. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit, maybe, so we can see a little bit better. So what happened? Lap 3. 21 gets loose. 4 is complaining about 16, even though I feel like that was probably on the 4, but we'll talk about that later, I guess. Oh, there was the guy that had the screen issue, so that's what brought out that caution halfway through the race. Not his fault to have technical issues like that. And then under yellow, whoa, what on earth? I didn't even see this happen, but it happened not too far behind us. The 6 kind of drives in a little bit too hard and kind of pushes the 10 up a little bit, and maybe the 10 trying to show some displeasure but just kind of turns himself? Is that what happened? I don't know. He might have been trying to like rub doors with him to show like, hey, I didn't like how you pushed me up in the corner, and then they run into each other. I don't really know what the intentions were there, but that was kind of interesting. We'll leave it at interesting, I guess. Then lap 32. There's me. Look at me being stupid out there. If I can find an excuse to run the high line anywhere, I'll do it. There's me just being stupid. Anyway, the 16 drives up the track and hits the 13. He kind of went out of his racing line there. Driving like the 13's not there. And speaking of, the 13. They are 3 wide here. 4 kind of shoving the 20 through the corner. And 20 trying to gas it up, gets that loose moment, and they have become 1. Causing all kinds of stack-up issues there. Somehow they survived it, though. Then we will see the 3 getting loose at a 2, just like he did on the initial start. Has a wiggle. And here's where the 19 dumps the 7. That was indeed very bad. 19 got him good. That wasn't even a soft tap. That was like a plowed him through the corner like he wasn't there. I think you gotta know that if you've got guys entering the corner, like the 7's got the guy in front of him, you gotta know there's gonna be a little bit of an accordion. So you gotta back off a little bit earlier and a little bit harder than you would normally expect to. And I think that comes with experience, just knowing that guys stacked up in front of you, you're gonna have to hit the brakes sooner than you expect. And 19 not quite ready for it there and just absolutely clobbers the 7. We're thankfully able to slow down for it, and I guess he got sideways enough to bring out the yellow. So the yellow does come out right there. And it should have. He definitely got hit pretty hard. Almost got some more stuff after the wreck as well. 4, I don't know where he's going, because the yellow is coming out. Just not slowing down at all. I don't know, is that Carlo too? I don't know, maybe. They are 4 wide up there, but it is the 22 here that is getting spun around. Let's see what happens. Interesting situation there. So this is on the initial start, I think. Is this on the... No, we're a couple... Yeah, no, this is the restart. Okay. So they're 3 wide. The 22's trying to prevent the 8 from taking it 3 wide on the restart. Kind of don't blame him for that. As much as I don't like blocking, it is kind of frustrating. And 22 is probably still thinking they're 3 wide. Now that he's got seeing the 4 go down there. So he's trying to leave room. The 12's trying to cut down, though. And he kind of just runs into the back of the 22. So I think that's on the 12 there. Just not cutting the 22 any brakes, as everybody's trying to navigate the restart, and just kind of spins them out. Ooh. Ooh. We had some blinking going on there. 10's kind of changing lanes a little crazy-like. He's doing a cut down right here. Everyone's bunched up pretty bad. 10's getting that middle lane established, and it causes the 23 to have to rethink his entry to this corner, but I feel like he makes that change a little bit too late, because then he's entering a little bit too hard and into the 6 because he's got a weird angle. And then I feel like this was 2 different wrecks, because not only did the 23 do that, we've also got the 4. I mean... This is not Carlo. Like, this guy's complaining in chat, Carlo. That's not how it works. He's not there. So the 8, he's got a truck on his outside that's going to take the middle lane most likely. So this guy's got to be ready for the corner to take the low side. The 4 just decides, nah, actually I'm there. And then what is this guy supposed to do when he's got guys on his outside? He has nowhere to go. Right now, the 10's on his outside. You're just leaving the 8 with nowhere to be. And so the 4 can say Carlo all day, but he's leaving the 8 with nowhere to go, and he's just getting himself into a mess anyway. So, I mean, I think sometimes you just got to reflect on yourself a little bit and look at the incidents and say, man, I was the guy with the most incidents out here. Was that everybody else's fault? Or is there something I can do to improve my own driving? And I think here, that's just dumping people. That's wrecking half the field. Okay, maybe not half the field, but like a good 4 or 5 trucks, instead of just being patient for one corner. So I don't really like that. But if I'm wrong, let me know. If I've got the wrong impression of that. But to me that looks like a guy's going bowling instead of racing. But these guys trying to get it going again. 6 had a fast truck and he gets dumped. 23 weaving around. And I don't know why he did that. I feel like this guy doesn't realize this is an official race. Because he's just goofing around under yellow. Then gasses it up and slams in the inside wall. Probably because he doesn't realize this actually counts. I'm telling you, in every one of these Week 13 races that are official, there's somebody that doesn't realize it actually counts for something. So he's going to feel embarrassed after that once he realizes it, I think. But 3 wide here. And it does not work. That's when we almost got taken out. Did I leave enough space there for the 3 wide? I hope I did. See, I'm right by the wall. 13 probably could have been a little bit higher, maybe, but I feel like he's not doing too bad. The 14, I feel like, probably holding it a little bit too close there. And the 13 went to take his turn in the corner. Probably started turning down a little bit early, but the 14 wasn't cutting him any brakes. I wouldn't really call this much on anyone in specific, though. That's just the dangers of 3 wide racing, especially 3 wide racing with only a handful of laps to go. And they come together on the entry there. And thankfully, I am able to sneak by just barely on the outside. And anyone else get caught up in this one as the 13 gets spun? Wow, that was close. What a save, actually, by the 13. I don't even think that brought out the yellow. Yeah, it didn't. It was the 22, I think, spinning there. Maybe that did. Because I do remember it took a second for the yellow to come out. No, 24. It's fine. We're still green, so what caused it then? I'm not sure why we're seeing this. What on earth was that? That was awful. What is the 6 doing? I don't feel bad that he got taken out. No clue at all what that was. I mean, look how this is literally Austin Dillon driving into Joey Logano right here. Literally, same corner and everything. What is that? Look out, Denny Hamlin. He's coming for you, too. Oh, my gosh. No idea. Maybe he just doesn't like real-life race drivers because he's targeting him there. I mean, I really don't know. Maybe he thought the 10 did something to him earlier. Oh, you know what? 6 was the guy that the 10 spun himself off of earlier. So, I don't know. These guys have some personal issues with each other, I guess. And then we had ourselves a little bit of an incident up here. Not me actually involved, but I remember, oh right, this is whenever the 4 gives the quote-unquote car low. It's the guys that race like this that make Richmond really bad on iRacing, unfortunately. Maybe he did have him. Maybe he did have the nose here. Let me take a look. Nope, never mind. No, he's not there. Maybe the 4 thought he had the nose there because the 11 was out there, so he thought he did have the car inside, giving him the benefit of the doubt there. But nah, 16 had every right to enter the corner like he normally does, and the 4 just decides, nah, I'm going to do the same exact thing I did earlier in the race and take a guy out. And other people are going to suffer as well. Thankfully, we were not one of them, but we were really close to being one. Not a good feeling when you see a truck's number in front of you heading through a corner, but it's white flag lap too, so we had to keep going. Take that wide exit, corner there because I knew I'd be able to get the run off and finish in front of the 5. So really kind of, it got messy at the end there, but looks like the no tire call was the correct one because that's what the 9 did to get his victory. And we will get a P6. And now we'll go ahead and see what the results page says for us. Because again, it counted. This was a real race. And it is a real 20 I rating we will gain from that one. And a 3501 strength of field. We got that 0x to reinforce our A499. here we are, 167 championship points. Doesn't really matter too much in a Week 13 race, but still a good barometer for how we did, and I think we did pretty darn well. I will definitely take that, even if we are the 2 truck. Very strong field. I mean, anybody from the number 1 truck to the 25, who I believe was the highest truck number, had a solid chance in this one, because even the 25 truck, he's a 2500 iRating guy. That's not bad at all, so we will keep the truck clean and get a nice result in this one. Absolutely will take that, so not as bad as I thought it would be for Week 13. Got some decent laps in on that one, even if it got a little messy. And didn't make any enemies. So that's worth something too. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.